One Piece chapter 1184 is out. Or has been out for like a week, and I've already read it a week ago, but I had no time, or I didn't find the time to do a recording. I just went through it again, overlooked a few pages, and today I'm gonna start off with the cover page. And I usually don't go over the cover pages, at least not the non-canon ones, but this one is interesting. Solely for the fact we have Brook on the cover page being shocked by jellyfish, and Brook is immune to electricity or being shocked. Now, as far as I know, the shock of jellyfish is not actually a shock, but it's the poison that feels like a shock. It's tingling, like they basically numb their prey. But besides the point, why is this interesting? Well, because of the look of the jellyfish. They have emu's eyes. Like, not just the way Oda draws these eyes with the circles in it. No, they are really menacing. They are really par emu's eyes. That's what they are. And there's no going about it. Oda is like having a laugh over here. It's like, I'm gonna draw emu on eyes on these jellyfish, and all these crazies out there gonna go wild about theories about how emu really is a jellyfish. And yes, that's where we're going with this. Like, people have been theorizing about how emu really is like a weird creature, a weird blob. I mean, that's what the Black Guru form of emu is, where he's a blob, and then he turned into Saint Emu Nerona. But before that, he was a guru version, kind of a jelly being, you know? Weird. But sure. Well, it's a non-canon cover page, but Oda might have put some hints in there, or he's just fucking with us. One of the two. And both of them would be great. If it's a hint, I'm like, and it comes out like 100 chapters later, oh, emu's actually this, I'm gonna be like, Oda, you did it again, you put a hint in there, you told us right away, and we didn't see it, or we did see it, and we got it wrong. And if it's just Oda fucking with us, I mean, that just makes looking for hints even more fun if Oda is bringing like in wrong hints in like non-canon material, because the non-canon pages are just that. They're just Oda having fun. So him putting in stuff that's non-canon and him putting like hints in there would be fun. But if it's wrong hints, it's also like, I can't blame him. It's non-canon material. It's me putting something into something that isn't there. That is, even though if Oda is fucking with us, which is he is for certain, fair game. It's all fair game. But yeah, we're starting out the chapter now for real with Princess Shuri at the age of 14, and she is wielding her saber and she is beating down 5 princes. And chapter panel says 5 princes came to the Superior Kingdom to seek out Princess Shuri and ask for her hand in marriage because they heard of her beauty when she turned 14. No. That's how kingdoms and kings be, yeah. Princesses usually or how it was, got married off at a very young age. So, yeah, a little weird for us, but yeah, that's how it used to be. But yeah, Shuri ain't getting married to no one because all of them were too weak. And she says as much. She's like, I don't like weak men. If you're too weak to beat me, don't approach me. And if you can't play an instrument, don't even dare approach me. So Shuri is just describing Brook. She has a full-on crush on Brook. She's like, he's strong and he plays an instrument. Man, he's perfect. And she literally kinda tells Brook as much. It's like, she's like you, Brook. You're strong and can play music. She literally says it like it's Brook is not reciprocating at all. Brook's like, yeah, sure. I get the feel of Brook, and some people said because of another line coming up, where Shuri's like, okay, right now coming up actually is where Shuri's like, hey, I've become a lot stronger and a lot cuter too, and my boobs are gonna grow, I'm sure. Eventually they're just gonna pop out. And Brook is like, that's a very, very unladylike thing of you to say. Don't act like this. This is not becoming of a lady. And Shuri's like, oh man, you're acting like my father. And yeah, clearly she still has this youthful crush on Brook, who's 27 here and Shuri is 14. And Brook is like not reciprocating at all. He's not looking at Shuri in any kind of way like that. And the vibe I'm getting here, and people took this line, it's like, you're acting like you're my father. Like, people took this as, yes, Brook this is basically like his daughter. No, it's not. Brook doesn't see Shuri as his daughter. People, and I guess that's mostly coming from people that don't like have been in this relationships. This is not like a daughter, it's a niece. His big bro is the king, and that's the king's daughter, and he saw her being born and grow up. She is literally like a niece to him. It's still a familiar relationship, but father-daughter relationship and father-uncle relationship are different. So Brook is here to teach her and be like a family to her. Yes, it's a family relationship. He's not interested in her romantically at all, but it's not a father-daughter thing. Don't make it about that. That might get weird. And yes, Uncle Niece thing also might get weird if Oda wanted to go in a certain way. But with how it was in this chapter, I'm getting very strong vibes that Shuri is into Brook, but Brook sees her more like a niece and he's not into her at all. Which we have basically just confirmed in the following scene by Brook seeing some random ladies on the street. And while Shuri was talking to him, he goes and it's like, may I see your undergarments, my ladies, you're stunning. And yeah, and Shuri is not happy about that at all. It's like, hey, stop that, cut that out. What are you doing? Pay attention to me. Is basically what she's saying here, instead of these other women. But yeah. And at that, we have Brook starting a song, and he's sitting at a fountain with Shuri, and he's starting to sing his song. And he's starting from kings to cattle, from frogs to chattel. At the end, just bones are left behind. Now, and he's singing this very jovial. It's drawn and conveyed to me in a way that this is not like, he's not singing this solemnly, like I just attempted here. No, he's singing this very jovial, like we could approach this of a nihilist approach, which I don't see for Brook at all here. I think this is the wrong approach. But You could approach it from a nihilist approach, it's like nothing matters, just bones gonna be left behind. No, this is not how Brook's conveying it and how it is meant, I think. It's more meant like, yes, you might have it rough, you might have problems, you might have issues. But even if you are a king, at the end you're just bones, just enjoy it, enjoy the ride, have a laugh. Like that's what I'm getting out of this. And I had my rough spots in the last week, I'm not gonna lie. I had also a reason why I didn't do a chapter review until now. I had my rough spots last week, but reading those lines is like put a smile on my face. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get through this, and in the end it's just bones left behind, but I'm gonna keep smiling. I'm gonna keep doing my best and enjoying life for what it is. I'm not gonna let anything stop me at all. And that's what really comes across for me in this song. And then, and truly laughs to this and is enjoying Brook's music. And then we cut back to the time where Brook was down, where he was really down and didn't have it good. Because when he's singing this in the flashback, like 65 years ago, 67 years ago, no, in that time he has it good. But before that, he had it real bad. We cut back to Brook living in the junkyard, and he's singing a different song. He's singing about how his entire family died of starvation and that the king's bad. He's repeating, this is like his chorus, he's repeating this. The king's bad, the king's bad. It's his chorus. Get a new king, yeah, the king's bad. And he sings about how his mother, his father, and even my little brother, they died with empty stomachs. No food to chew. Why am I still alive? Chewing on wart toads. Why am I still alive? The king's bad, the king's bad. Something around that line, that's how I got it in my head now. Maybe not 100% accurate. Correct me in the comments if you want to. But yes, Brook's in a state and he's singing this in a trash heap. And before that he was like at a music school and he got shooed away by everyone. And people say like he stinks and he's so bad to look at. So like he's like a outcast of society. He's this homeless kid chewing on wart frogs. No more family, they're dead. And he's in the trash heap and singing his song still. He's still making music and the text is grim. But I don't think Brook is singing in a grim way. He's just singing about his suffering, but he keeps going. He just keeps going. And we have Ruben here. Ruben? I think it was Ruben. And he sees this and it's like, hey, did you make this song? Did you write those lyrics? And Brook is like, yeah, you like them? You must be a fan. And Ruben's like, yeah, sure. And Ruben is the prince in this time. And Brook refers to him as old man. It's like, Ruben's like, yeah, don't refer to me as old man. I'm only 21. And Brook's like, oh damn, you're only 21? You must have a rough life too. I mean, look at your face. it's like the most kindest meant insult ever. It's like, damn, look at your face, man. You must have had it rough. Come. I've got some food here. I got some frogs I boiled. I got this curry powder. Man, this shit, I tell you, I stole that curry powder from this one ship. It makes everything taste like curry, man. I tell you, it's so great. You're gonna love this food, man. You're gonna love this food. He gives Ruben food and he eats it, and I don't think he very much likes it. It's like a flashback to the fancy food he has in the castle and looking at this frog stew, and Brook is like, hey, you're not gonna eat it, come before it gets cold. Really, you don't want to eat those frogs when they get cold, man. But the curry powder, that makes it taste good, man. And Rumi eats it and he's convulsing, and it's like, Brook is like, oh, you like it so much, you're convulsing. This warms my heart. And Ruben's like, he's chawing through it and he's eating it. He's like, he can't bring himself to tell him, Brook, like, no, this is disgusting. No, he is eating all of it, what he's being given by Brook. Because this is a poor boy, Brook, on the street, sharing his food with him. Doesn't get more of a connection there. Like someone that has very little sharing something with you. You're not gonna say no to that. That would be rude. So yeah. And Brook already, he's seen like Brook singing about how the king's bad. So he can't really tell him, hey, I'm the prince of this kingdom. Because he's like, oh yeah, this guy hates my dad. Because his family died. So if I'm telling him I'm the prince, he's gonna hate me. But I really like his music. I like his style, I like his music. Man, I like this guy. And so they form a connection, and Ruben comes back to him on another day, bringing some booze or some other bottled up fluids, not bodily fluids, very different. And he's spending time with Brooks over the months spread apart. But then one day, Brook gets captured, and he gets captured by Marines. They're like beating him up and having him tied up in a warehouse and beating the shit out of Brook, young Brook here. And yeah, I didn't mention this is like an 8-year-old Brook, an 9-year-old Brook. And they're beating the shit out of him, and they say, we know you're the drug courier, you do runs for the Maroon family. And Brook's like, no, I only have curry powder, man, guys, I only stole some curry powder. I'm not working for any drug runs or anything. I mean, look at me. It's like, and they're like, the Marines are like, kind of, okay, maybe we did get the wrong guy. But he saw our faces, and we'll just have to kill him now. So they're about to kill Brook. And when that is happening, Reuben bursts in, breaking down the door, going in, running in, yelling out for Brook. It's like, Brook, I'm here to save you. Like, he somehow caught wind of this. He somehow caught wind of Brook getting captured. And he was just off. And behind him is his loyal knightly guard. And we also have Candle here. And, well, some of his guards is like, oh, those are Marines, you can't really go beat them up. And the room is like, I don't care! I'm gonna save Brook. And his men are like, okay. And then we have Candle coming in, beautiful, with their fencing style. And she's like, as you command, I am your loyal royal blade. And people have taken this and have gone wild on it. Because already last chapter, people were like, this uniform Candle is rocking. She is giving me God vibes, God Knights vibes. And now she uses terminology that has been used for Shuri in God Valley. She was the trusted God's blade. And yeah, Candle doesn't refer to herself as the God's blade, but as the King's blade, as the Prince's blade. In the same way and form. And it's like, is she a God's knight? Candle is sus, man. People are sussing her out. Yeah, like, I don't trust this woman. And I mean, for good reason, because the facts we have in her hand is like, Shuri becomes a god's knight. She kills her father. We know that. We know her father dies. We know her father gets killed either by Shuri, or like Shuri being forced to kill him by Imu, or in another way, and it seems like he's killed by Shuri, but Brook seems to believe he was killed by Shuri directly. And with how Brook and Shuri are connected, it's very hard to believe that Brook would just believe, or Shuri killed the king for no reason. So he must have a reason at the very least, to very strongly believe so. He might have just straight up seen it. That's the best reason I can think of, you know? But there's one question in all of that. Like, Brook was infatuated with Candle. He's like, he went so far and go like, yeah, wait for you to die room and then I get this Candle. That's how infatuated Brook was with Candle. Yes, he was also going after other random women on the street. Very much a womanizer. But he was infatuated with Candle, and the king died. And yes, I wouldn't say Brook would actually get with Candle after the king died. But of him to just then leave on his pirate boat and go be a pirate with the Rumba pirates, not caring what happened to Candle. It's like, what happened to Candle? Because Brook only mentioned her father being killed. He didn't mention her mother being killed, so she didn't get killed in the same way? Is what I would assume. Otherwise, Brook would have mentioned it, no? If two people would have been killed, he would have said, she killed her parents, not she killed her father. So, Candle's still alive, or was still alive. I mean, now she would be 100 something years old if she's still alive. What's not impossible if she's a god knight and has the same youth Shuri has. Yeah, but what's up with that? You're sus, Candle, you're sus. But for now, she is here helping to save Brook, so for now we give her some credit for that. And after that, they bring Brook back to the castle, and the king is like, I'm taking you under. I'm sorry I didn't mention I'm the prince of this country, but I'm gonna put you in school, I'm gonna teach you, let you have taught how to play music, I'm gonna have you have training, you're gonna have good food from now on, no more warthogs, no more stealing curry powder, your life's gonna change from now on. And Brook is like crying over this, like, no one has ever done anything like this for me. He's like, and it's like titled, it's like, Brook was eternally grateful for this gesture, for like room taking him in. That's why he said, Shuri, she killed the man I owed everything to. Like, Brook had nothing, and he owed everything to this man. And this man gets killed, probably in the next chapter. You're on a break week. Probably next week, he's gonna get killed. If not next week, then maybe here's one more week. All right. But yeah, that's that. And we have another joke of Brook falling like in love with Candle. Like, Candle is like just going to Brook, is like caring for him, and it's like being like barely touching him. And because Brook is so infatuated with her beauty, his nose starts spurting blood. Like the old anime joke, or like if a man really likes a woman, he gets a nosebleed. The same thing we had with Sanji on the Mermaid Island. And Candle's like, oh my god, I didn't know your wounds were still this deep. And Brook's like, no, I'm fine, it's nothing. Like, because it's not that. But okay, yeah. That's the chapter. So yeah, series we already kinda approached. Candle God's Knight candidate. Shuri's gonna kill her father, and she's not gonna kill her father at the age of 8, like some people thought she would. I was always like, yeah, she's gonna kill her father, but not right now. She's gonna kill her father at like 14, 16. And I don't think we get another time slip, so I was absolutely right about that. Even the age limit, like kinda, like yeah, age 14. I think this is the age where she kills her father. It's gonna happen soon. You win some, you lose some. Get some right, get some wrong. But yeah, really cool chapter. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the music, well, the lyrics for the music. I can't wait to see the music in this arc, actually in the anime. I haven't watched a single episode of the anime in a long time. Like I watched some stuff on Egghead. I haven't watched a single episode of Elbaf. I only watched some fights of Egghead, but I actually can't wait for the music of this arc. I really want to watch some Elbaf stuff. I want to watch Loki fight. I want to watch Rock's fight. Like I usually only watch highlights from the anime, but I might watch the entire Brook flashback. Like, you gotta experience the music, no? In the music flashback. I'm looking forward to that. Made it through. No disruptions this time, no cuts. Less editing work for me, and since I'm exceedingly busy, that's good. That's good. Yeah, let me know what you think about the chapter. If you made it to here, leave a like, maybe. I don't know. Bye.